Hello and welcome to all you Virgos. Can you believe it, Virgos? This is December time already for 2016, and let's start straight away for the Virgos and have a look at what December is going to mean. And it's a very big month for the Virgos because your ruler Mercury is again going retrograde, but the most important thing is that we can compare it, and especially the Virgos and the Geminis, because Mercury is our ruler. Now this Mercury will go retrograde at 15 degrees of Capricorn. Now last year in January, so December 2015, January 2016, it was the same Mercury in Capricorn that went retrograde. So it's the same flavor. If there is something that was going on around that time, it can reoccur, so to speak, to fix it. And you know, Virgos love to fix things, but not only to fix it, but also to handle the truth, because Mercury and Pluto together. So ultimately, you will feel this energy the whole month, but I know you Virgos like the details. So it's going retrograde as from the 20th. But as I said, you will feel it the whole month. And it stops at 15 degrees and then it goes back even towards 28 degrees of Sagittarius. But the thing is, this is about truth. And this is, for you Virgos, so significant because it's in your 5th house, which is a very open, creative, heart chakra kind of house. So when Mercury and Pluto, and remember in the last video, I talked about that, again, this 15 degrees of Capricorn seems to be a very important point for the last couple of months of this year 2016, because last month it was Venus passing the same point with Pluto, and there was this fixed star I talked about which was called Rugbat, and Rugbat was all about steadiness and solidness. It's a very benefic star, fixed star. So what this is all about is simply about things that and it can go for better or for worse. It depends on your individual context, of course, but Virgos like to go to the truth. It is a sign that together with Scorpio and together with Sagittarius, the Virgos are definitely open for truth, even when it hurts, even when the truth is not always beautiful. But there is something about 5th house, which is children, which is love and romance, which is creativity, that is going to come up to the surface. And Pluto is all about power. So if you have been feeling disempowered when it comes to your children, when it comes to love, so that you feel that you don't have the power, you're giving your power away. When it comes to your creativity, expressing yourself in the way that you want to express yourself without worrying, oh, won't I hurt any feelings here? Now, if you have been feeling like that, it is a very good time for you Virgos to deal with this for once and for all, or maybe not for always, but for a big time. Because this energy is all about, come on, we have to say what we have to say. So, be mindful that what you are saying now is extremely powerful. And I say be mindful because maybe some people will not be prepared for your intense, passionate, powerful words. So, and you are a Virgo, you know how to put that in a gentle way, no problem at all. But be mindful that the lesson here is to let go of the control and to let the truth be shown. And this is not always an easy lesson, because it's allowing this to happen. It's allowing to, as I said, if you really want to try to control your kids, if you really try to control love, to manipulate love, to seduce, you know, although Virgos are not the ones that are really into that, it depends on other planets. But anyway, if you want to control with words, because it's Mercury here, don't forget this is communication. If you want to do that, it's gonna backfire. It's and Virgos are very good with words, you know. Normally a lot of Virgos have Mercury in its own sign in Virgo, and they know very well to you know, they can be a bit righteous at times even. And so whatever you're saying, be very aware. Am I doing this to control this person? Am I doing this to control a situation? Am I doing this to manipulate a situation in exactly the way that I want it to be? Knock it off. Stop. Stop doing that. Are you expressing something that is real, that is truthful, that might be hurtful, and even people that might be ready for it or not? Just, that's fantastic. Even if the consequences... like for instance, I give you a practical situation. You can say something towards someone and that person is totally, I'm out of here. And you might be feeling guilty. Don't feel guilty, because if you feel that it was the truth, if you feel that it wasn't manipulated, it wasn't controlled at all, then you did the right thing. And then the right thing was that that person is out of your life. It's quite cruel, you know, but Pluto can be quite cruel. But it's such a, afterwards you feel so much relieved. And as I said, for the Virgos, there's so great energy coming your way with the Jupiter in your second house. So that was all very intense, wasn't it? But you Virgos can deal well with this energy. Now another and this was a bit of a tricky energy. Now the very fantastic energy that is going on, and I've been talking about that in the yearlies of 2016 even, was Saturn trining Uranus, which is fantastic. It's in the fire signs, and it is happening on the 25th, but you feel it the whole month. And it's Saturn in your 4th house, your core house, trining Uranus in your 8th. This is again very deep, but in a very fiery way for the Virgos. There is like this solidity that they have, you know, Saturn in the 4th house. They're quite solid, they're quite steady. They know their responsibilities, and it trines Uranus in the 8th. So it opens up in a metaphysical way even. It opens up surprises. So Uranus in the 8th can also mean that all of a sudden you get way more valued by the person that you love, or by, you know, at work or whatever, from value of other people. That's the 8th house as well. Or something that is related to your home, to family, to resources that you share with other people. There is like this positive thing going on. So maybe money coming your way as well. And this energy is for the whole month, so fantastic. And last but not least, Jupiter also opposes Uranus. So Jupiter in your 2nd house, again, of money, of your confidence, that is growing and growing and growing, as I've been talking about since Jupiter went into Libra, September and especially October, November time. It opposes Uranus in your 8th house. So there is like this, although it is in opposition, you will feel this growth of confidence, of value throughout the month. This is an aspect, by the way, that is going to repeat itself in March next year and in September. But the main thing is that there is growth in new things. There is growth in deep psychological understanding of yourself. So a lot of Virgos, especially those who have been Saturn squaring up to their sun sign. So these are those who have Virgo degrees between 0 and, let's say, 15 degrees of Virgo. Those have been feeling a lot of restructuring, and it wasn't easy at all. But now there is this possibility, and this is going to continue next year. So not a bad month, although it is very intense, it is very deep, you can accomplish a lot. And if you think that you've got something to say, but you don't have the courage to do so, or you are a bit afraid, do it. But do it in your Virgo typical way. It's going to be a good December month, you know. And also when it comes to family, and for those who celebrate Christmas and so on, it's very nice, because there's a new moon on the 29th in Capricorn, and that trines your Virgo energy. So that would be good energy for that. a full moon on the 14th in Gemini, which is your 10th house. So also work is benefiting from you getting stronger and stronger and more confident. And for this month, it's confident in your words. So say what you gotta say, dear Virgos. I wish you all the best. I want to thank everyone for this year, for all your support I got, all the emails, all the likes, all the sharing of the videos, all the readings, the consultations that I received, well, that I have been able to give you. It was a great year. And I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.